There is no question that the new Kia Sportage stands out. Those boomerang LEDs are a statement, and they frame a front-end style that isn't a step forward, it's a world record long jump, and it's as confident as it is adventurous. And also, it works. In fact, the Sportage now works from every angle. You know, I say long jump, but this Sportage is really like jumping into a whole other universe. There is really nothing that reminds you or references the last model Sportage, and that's not altogether a bad thing. Heck, even the Kia logo has changed. But I tell you what, if this new Sportage can match the previous model for quality and value, then Kia are onto a win. The rear is especially sharp, literally. Not a crease, it's a starched collar. And inside is a boot that's nearly 100 litres bigger than before. 543, and you fold down those seats, they go flat by the way too, 1,849 litres. Now that bigger thing is important because as well as looking different, the new Sportage is bigger in, well, pretty much every single direction. It's no longer a compact medium SUV, it is now a full-bore medium-sized SUV, leaving the Seltos and Stonic to look after the smaller segments. Now, I was really keen to drive this new Sportage. The only problem was there is only one right now at Giltrap Kia, at this one. And you probably noticed by the sign writing, it is their demonstrator. So technically this is a test drive on a couple of levels. For all the gadgets and spec, the thing that stands out most for me right now is the refinement, the ride quality. This thing is comfortable and quiet. I'm doing 100 k's an hour right now on the motorway. And we're not in the top spec model. This is the 34990 LX. This is the entry-level Sportage. That is truly impressive. I could have actually just spent 10 minutes reading out the brochure for the Sportage. The range is enormous. There's 6-speed automatic, 7-speed dual clutch. There's 3 engines. This 2-litre. There's also the 1.6-litre turbo and the 2-litre diesel. The range starts at this 34,990. I've talked about the LX, goes right up to the full spec diesel, which is 61,990. It's an incredible range. This car has grown up in every single sense. Along with all those engines and transmissions, there's also the option of 2- and 4-wheel drive with a very cool terrain mode. And of course, as you go up the model range, there's an option of a 24-inch widescreen dash and infotainment. Now, one point worth noting about the Sportage is safety comes as standard no matter which model you opt for. And we're talking lane keep assist, driver attention warning, this blind spot warning, everything to stop you crashing comes with this car, including trailer stability assist. Now, while I'm talking about that, 1,650 kilos is the tow rating of the new Sportage. You know, I reckon Kia are pretty sure of all the safety features because part of the warranty for this car, the 5-year 100,000k warranty, as well as roadside assist, they also have an incident assist that'll help you out if you have a crash. But I reckon they've done the sums. I reckon they reckon this car will work pretty darn hard to stop you from having to crash. But I'll tell you something else. So when I looked at the model lineup, and you get excited about the leather seats, the big widescreen display, and the Harman Kardon audio on the higher models up. But the more time you spend in this LX, you think, it's all good. The stereo's not as thumping, but the car sounds great. You know, there may have been a time when the peace of mind offered by that sort of warranty was a key reason for buying a Kia. And don't get me wrong, peace of mind is important, but so is good value and quality. And you don't have to worry, they're still very much at play. But this new Sportage has a whole other appeal, like the new Sorento, and that's Kia design. You see, the medium SUV segment is a war zone. Some of New Zealand's best-selling cars are in this segment, but after spending time with this car and taking in the way it looks, the way it goes, I reckon it has both the substance and the style to stand out from that crowd.